Oops, I did it again. Guess who's back with another blackened teeth order, and we've gone bigger, and actually I'm not sure if we've gone blacker. Let's find out. Actually, I think the gold outweighs the black. I really don't know. Everything is wrapped and we got to get going because we've gone bigger. If you didn't see the former blackened teeth order, go watch that one. I don't know why I'm telling you what to do. Do what you want. These are why this filming will never not be awkward. Go watch it right now. So anyway, we went back because I think it was like 25% off or 30% off. I did do a post. I am not sponsored. Did reach out. Okay, so Blackened Teeth, hey-yo. Love to work with you, but I went back because I love me a sale and I love some good Gothic goods, and I feel like they're one of the few places that are doing it well and offering pieces that are hard to find unless you went to like Etsy, which they're also there too. So I have 14 items total to show you, which is definitely exceeding the last haul. And this time, I think the last haul was mostly focused on what's going to go on the wall over here. And we do have those pieces. So I've got about like half going on the wall and then half just like on surfaces. So let's start with the wall because I have more to show you there. We will get to that in another video from like small businesses and well, I was going to say Etsy, but those are generally small businesses of what else is going to go on this wall. But yeah, and these might not just go on the wall. We got to get going. We've got 14 items. Okay, so I'm no rhyme or reason. Let's just get into it and maybe you can count how many black items there are. Does that even matter? I don't know. Do we start with the goat? What is it, greatest of all time? The ram. I need to stop calling it a goat. Let's start with that piece. Right here. I basically just revealed it, but it is the largest piece and a wall piece. What are they actually calling it? Black ram skull. So, you know, they know what they're talking about. And I just want to say this is a lot of items and a number of them, not all of them, quite breakable. And they ship it in a very large box with the little peanuts and stuff, but they wrap these things quite excessively, and I appreciate it because nothing came damaged. This is the second time around, so I know pointing out shipping is kind of a boring thing, but you know what? If you want to pay for your items, you want to get them as they were ordered, right? So I had to get this piece because honestly, I do love the look of any kind of skull or bone, but I'm not going to do real skulls and real bones. But they don't do that either, so far, that I've seen. So I got this piece, which is, what did they say? Ram something. We'll have the name in the bottom here, but she's pretty hefty, pretty decent size. And this one, for sure, will be going on the wall to my left here. And it's an all-black piece, as you might be able to tell, and quite detailed. Oh, I never noticed the eye sockets have so much, like layers to them. Makes it a little bit more real. I like all of the details of everything. Feels very much like bone. I mean, I don't know what it actually looks like. One must remove the skin to know that. That's creepy. But even the teeth down there. And then here is the back, just to give an idea of how that hangs up. But I feel like you can't have I don't even know if Gothic's the right word. I feel like it would lie more in the witchy realm, but as you might notice, we kind of combine both in this house. So that is piece number one. Loves it. All right, we're switching over to gold. This is the Oculus window. Does Oculus have a meaning? Do you know? Anyway, it is an Oculus window, and apparently this shape is found in cathedrals. So here she is. And I mentioned this in the last Blackened Teeth order, but not all items, but a number of items come in a variety of colors, sometimes just two, whether it's just black and gold. I will say they don't do a lot of silver, but I'm really enjoying the gold. I may not wear gold, but I like it on my walls and in my house. So here is that piece. We did get like a, what was the other one we got? No, maybe it was the mirror. I don't know. You tell me if you go back and watch that video. But I think this one is a bigger size than that one. And I also like that we're getting a rounded shape. I didn't want everything on the walls to be very square. We'll have a number of those situations, especially for art prints and frames. But I'm hoping to vary those up a little bit and just give different shapes. But really, really pretty. And then the hook is right back there. So cool. Okay, piece number 3 is behind this bubble wrap. Kind of, I mean, you can maybe see it a little bit, but I feel like it's keeping to the window that we have over there a little bit. if you saw the coffee bar, we kind of talked about this. I feel like you can't have a cathedral without an arch, and you can't have the Gothic vibes without a cathedral. So we got us an arch. I don't know why that sounds weird to say. I always want to say arc. And it is the Vivica arch something. Vivica Gothic arch. What are we called? Vivica Gothic wall arch. Because we're still on the wall pieces here. We went for the black one. I think, was this in? Oh, I think this came in gold. I don't know. But she is probably one of the bigger pieces, just like in how much space it will be taking up. And I really, really like it. Obviously, if we went for the gold, it would pop even more on the wall, but I don't know. I feel like whenever we see a piece, it just kind of calls to us what color is most suitable for that shape and what we're going for. So we'll still notice it even with the deep gray going there, especially with the size that it is. So really cool. I hope they come out with more of these because I can have like a variety of arches. And then here's the back. So I can have them like all over the house. And I think they have a second one that is smaller. And I've seen a number of these. I think this is the other thing that I want to mention about Blackened Teeth. Like I've seen a number of these either kind of copied off of Blackened Teeth, or they did it and they're like 3D printed and you can see that. And what I like about Blackened Teeth is like, they're not. There's a lot of care in the details, and it just, if you're going for a Gothic vibe, you want things to feel very, not modern, you know, and it doesn't get more modern than 3D printing. Nothing, no shade there. You can do that and finesse it with some good artistry, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this piece here. The Enoch Gothic Baroque shelf. I am Baroque, not really. I've been doing a lot of overtime, okay? That'll be a topic for a vlog. But that is this. So this one's definitely going to be going over here, and I'm hoping to get a few more, like, because this is an actual shelf. I can't remember if this one came in another color. But I like the idea of having at least a few shelves on that wall so I can, and we'll talk about it when we do that. Hopefully we'll get to that soon. So I can have a little bit of like versatility, especially during the seasons, and like being able to put something on it. Not a very wide shelf, but maybe like a candle or something. But she's a hefty biatch, this one. I don't know what do you think? Resin maybe is what they make these? Yeah, probably resin. And there's the hooks there. Yeah. Really, really cool. So piece number, what are we on, 4? I don't remember the name. We'll put it in the bottom, but she is a cross, because I also feel like you can't have the Gothic vibes, even as a non-religious person, without a cross. And I think they're just really, really pretty. Pretty sure they have like at least 2 different kinds of crosses. This will also definitely be going on this wall, but I'm hoping to get more and more and more. And what I like about it, if you are as dark and evil as I am, is they have hooks on the top and the bottom here. So one could also hang it up like that. A little bit of versatility like that. But even if you're not doing it for like the darker purposes or whatever, and you just like to a good, I was going to say F you to the world. Anyway, it's also a good option for just filling up space in a different way. Like if you had space, obviously, down here and a little bit more here, then going upside down would be an option. So I really like that they have hooks on the top and the bottom to give you those options. Oh, what's this guy's name? Oh, he had a name. We don't want him to be unnamed. Cassian Grotesque Wall Hanging is our next piece in here. And just as an idea, here's how they wrap it. Not everything, but they normally wrap it with something like that. If it's not bubble wrap, and then tissue, so that it's not like, I would assume, so it's not scratching it. Is it Cassian? It's probably, did I say Cassian? It's probably Cassian. Yeah, it's probably Cassian. I don't know what I just said. But here he is. Also apparently like a, I don't know, imagery. Is he an actual person? Or is this just a vibe that's been... Anyway, what do I know? I will say it's smaller than I thought, because that's a me thing, because I don't always read the SSA instructions.
Gotcha.
I don't even know how to make videos. What am I doing? But I don't mind it. I don't mind smaller pieces. We are going to have some decent sized frames. We have things like that Gothic window. So I want more smaller pieces. We'll talk about this in that video, but to just really fill up the space like over time. But yeah, here's the hook there. I feel like his eyes are extra creepy. They're kind of like sunken in, but so cool. Oh, kind of fitting that I left the bones for last. They have a lot of bone options. And I'll be honest, so they have a lot of options that, I just gave you a little sneaksy poo. Anyway, they have a lot of bone options. That also feels like a weird thing to say, that have words on it. I think they have like a whole line that's like wedding oriented. And I do dig it, but I also feel like the text on things doesn't really feel, it feels more modern for me and the vibe I'm going for, but they are cool looking. But yeah, so I just went pretty basic. She's just a black bone. Pretty sure this one also came in gold. But yeah, and not a small one. This is one where I was expecting it to be smaller and it is not. So there is that. And here is what the hooks look like on it. One on either side. And actually, we were kind of messing around over here and looking at the wall, and a thought came that you could hang it up like this. You could hang it up like this. You could hang it up at an angle. That's what's cool about like where those bits are there, or just having a singular like vertical piece. All right, now we're blending two things. We have got a bone cross. Kind of dainty, a little bit smaller than this one, just for perspective. Here are the two. And we went with gold on this one. Very cool. And what I like about it is similar to the other cross is it has a hook here and then one on the bottom, so you could hang it like that. And again, with the way the hooks are, you could even do an angle. I don't know that we will. We will find out together when we do that space over there that I'm really, really excited about. So I think those are all of the wall pieces. Let's now move into like just tabletop stuff, because I'm not sure. Did we get any last time? I think most everything we got last time was for the walls. I could be wrong. First up, we got a couple candle-y things. No, we don't. Just the one. Just kidding. Is a candle holder. And this won't really give it away, but I feel like this could go with the vibe of the theme that we are going to be going for Halloween this year, kind of. We have a heart candlestick holder. I really dig it. I just really dig that they offer things that you don't see. Like, I mean, I'm sure when we go Halloween hunting at Home Goods, we're going to see a number of candlestick holders, and I found some really cool ones, including candelabras. Never seen a heart candlestick holder. I mean, who knows? Home Goods could be dropping it like it's, I have no pun for a heart. But I've never seen it, so I thought that was really, really cool, and I like that it's gold, and so the candle obviously would go right there. And then the other thing, and this is, yeah, this wouldn't have been pointed out on those, but for tabletop pieces, I noticed almost all of them, they do put a little bit of felt of some kind on the bottom, so I appreciate the thought in just every aspect of it, so you're not like scratching up your surface there. So we got ourselves a gold heart to counter my black one. Okay, what else? I don't know. We'll just let it be a mystery. I think I know which one this is. It is basically like a cranium, like a half cranium trinket dish. So it's just the top of the skull. Got the nice black going on and all the little crevices and cracks of the cranium. No detail lost on the back even, you know, where you might not see it. So again, I appreciate it. We got the felt on the bottom there, and then the inside. So I don't know what I'm going to put in it. You could also just use it for decorative purposes and maybe have, I don't know, we'll have to play around with this, do a little bit of putting all of this out. So it might be a little difficult pulling things out of that hole there, but maybe we like fill it in. That sounded weird. Okay. Every video, I feel like there's something you could take in the office direction, in the Michael Scott way. We're going to keep with the skulls. I think this is the last skull. I can never have too many skulls. And I feel like we have a gold skull. I have a black skull. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. We have just regular bone skulls, but this one, what color would you say? This is probably bronze, like a deep bronze, blackened gold. We now have a Blackened Gold Skull. She is a hefty biatch, this one. I just really liked the deepness. Oh, now I can really see it. It's kind of almost speckled. I don't know if you can see that. It's almost like black was on top. Sorry, black was the first layer, and then they went in with, I don't know, maybe like a spray of some kind with the gold. And then I really just like the details. Like, we are going to see probably skulls galore when Halloween season drops, but I feel like when you're shopping at places like this or Etsy sellers that really care about the art of things, you'll get a lot more detail and quality. Like, this is heavy, but you're getting all the cracks and crevices, and again, even just like these two spots to not damage whatever it is on. But I've never quite seen that color. So I like that. And I also like, if you notice in the eyes and the nose, they didn't really bring the gold in there, so it gives it more of a hollowness. Really like that too. He does as well, or she. So don't know where that's going to go. Maybe on the shelves. No, let's do this one. What was this called? It is the Clarice Urn Display Bowl. Okay, I have skull obsessions. I have a lot of obsessions. Spiders, and not in real life, snakes and all those kinds of things that I like putting on the wall, but I think I have a new obsession of urns. I've always had an interest in death, and it's just always in the forefront of my mind that, well, not get philosophical, but they had an urn, like a large urn bowl that was like a deep gray, kind of aged, that is sold out. I'm hoping they bring it back, that I would really like. But this is giving me Indiana Jones, but like an urn. You know what I mean? Like this, like you drink something out of this and die. I like it, and it's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. So we can really use this. We can use it as maybe like a plant, something. Well, I don't know why everything I want to put faux plants in there, but it is spring season. But I'm pretty sure they had 3 different versions of these, like different shapes. But I want more urn type things. So that is my first. That is my first of my new obsession. 2 things left. So next is in this box here. So I have this piece reminding me of one that I already have, which I'm pretty sure I got it. Hold on, left the tag on. Michael's. Don't know what year. Is this beetle? This has nothing to do with blackened teeth, but when I got this and started playing around with it, what I liked about it, so it's like a beetle on a stand, is you can sort of put it behind things and give a little height behind whatever you're putting it behind. Right, okay, yeah. Anywho, that is the style of what this is, which is a Sacred Heart. I really, honestly, when I saw it, so they have a lot of Sacred Heart things, and I know, isn't that also like kind of a religious thing? Yeah. Apparently it is, but for me personally, when I see Sacred Heart, what I think of is Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because he wore a Sacred Heart ring, or he gave it to her. He gave it to her. It's been a while. I've watched that show so many times. It was my main jam, and probably still will be. But yeah, I went with, I think this one comes in another variety. I don't know. And also what I like is like when they do gold, like this one was their blackened gold. Then you have like kind of more in your face gold. And then this is more of, I don't know, a little bit in the middle, and it has kind of an aged look. So there is that black underneath, but even the base there, I really like the detail of that. So yeah, this might go on this shelf, but we also have a lot more filling out of these shelves. There's going to be, like the Harry Potter books are probably going to come down, but that'll be all in good time. So things like this will go up there and help fill in and give height to places. Last but not least, I was going to say, I think what Blackened Teeth is probably known for most are their lamps. I mean, I could say that for me, when I first was introduced to Blackened Teeth, it was their skeleton lamp, which is still on my want list, particularly the floor. I was going to say floor to ceiling. That is not true. But they have a tabletop one, but I really like the floor one, and I'd seen it. I didn't know it was from Blackened Teeth, but I do feel like that is what a lot of people will have seen first, and maybe what they started with. And we did get us a lamp, but it is not your... I mean, there's another one we want. Well, there's a, what is it? The cathedral one? We'll put that over here. Really cool. Just waiting for a sale on that one. But this one's a bit different. Not different in like the kinds of items we've gotten before, especially if you've been watching the channel for a while. We got the spine, I was going to say spine candle, spine lamp. And I think this one also came in gold. I could be wrong. Maybe it didn't. We went for black. And I think what was in their image was black. And I feel like the light, which we just ordered some light, so we're going to test that out, will really pop on black. We'll probably take that label off. I think that's going to be a little distracting, but you know, they had to do that. So yeah, here's our spine candle. I want to say, I feel like I've seen a lot of spine candles. There's, you know, actual like wax candles, or spine. I have one upstairs in my like witchy studio. I feel like they can, kind of like skulls, they can be done dirty. You know what I mean? And I feel like they got the shape down right. And yeah, I just really dig the details. Also very weighty. And if I remember right, they offer an option of, what is it, like a UK plug? Or is it just a European plug? Yeah, they offer a European plug or a US plug. Obviously, we went with a US plug. So appreciate that. They are, pretty sure they're a UK brand. So for those of us over here, not left out and not having to buy something else. And I also like that it has a switch and it's a dimmer. And normally I wouldn't be like a huge fan of branding, but I kind of dig it. It says Blackened Teeth right there and it's like engraved in it. So do we have an extension cord? How are we doing this? Let's get a bulb in this thing. So I basically wanted it to look like their image. I mean, we can, I don't know. And it was like a flame bulb. So if you do want the link, let me know. But we just went with, you see like the little, I mean, we'll see it more when it's lit up. I have not seen it. We just got these in. So let's do this thing. Watch it like not work. That suck. Okay. And what was nice, if you do end up getting this, is this bulb fits it perfectly. We don't need an adapter of any kind. Are we ready? Here, let me just, you're not going to get it all in frame. How does this work? Oh, okay. We might need to like twist it a little bit more so we see like that direction, but it's a little difficult to show on camera. You could probably see like the pulsation, the pulsing, the flame-like movement is the other reason we went with these bulbs. I don't know if that's what they had. Yeah, this is really difficult to show on camera, but like back here, kind of cool. Like this isn't a lamp that's gonna like light up a space, obviously, but it is a lamp that's gonna give a vibe, and I'm vibing with it. Like I feel like you can never have enough skulls and you can never have enough spines. So that is our last item. Probably more to come, especially if they put that cathedral lamp on sale. That is a wrap. I'm sure we'll get more, and we'll definitely put it out in a future video, and we'll see you in those. Bye! That's PC connected virtual reality headsets. That's not what we're thinking of. In Gothic architecture, an Oculus is a small circular not sure that word, window found in, nope, don't know that word either. Okay, we're gonna just cut that out.